Good morning. I'm Joe Sanwright Callender, the author of the Happy Little Garbage Truck picture book and educational program. Um, Last week, I promised that I would include. My display is tumbling down. I said that I would include a link to some of the educational videos that we did in one person's classroom to show how the Happy Little Garbage Truck educational program can be used. I finally got it in, so sorry about the delay, but I had to say, well, I wanted to link the video with so I could just point to it. In this next one, you'll see it. Technologically, I'm still growing, so what I decided to do was I patched it in and put the links URL in the description box of this video so you could still see it. But what I wanted to talk about this morning was how school is about to start, and you have your students who are just really eager to just learn as much as they can. They want to make their parents proud. They want to be with their friends. They want to have fun. Um, so how can you actually build buy-in? How can you motivate the children who start that first day with you with at a higher level of attention and intention? And so that's what this little clip is about that I'm doing today, just to encourage you that this is one of the best ways that I've found to encourage the students that I am teaching by telling them stories. And this particular storybook is a short little snippet of what happened in the life of a little garbage truck. You could just imagine that, a day in the life. And this little garbage truck enjoys things that most children enjoy. And I tried to, start with that theme so that the child could connect with it. And basically, we go through some ups and downs that the little garbage truck experiences. However, what I wanted to do more than anything was to buy into the child's imagination and motivation by saying, well, this little garbage truck had some challenges, but look what he was able to do. And the child not looking, this is another thing that I find as a teacher, that sometimes if you're just focusing in on an individual's challenges, then you may have that child pull back and say, well, I know, I I can't do this or can't. I don't want that to be the first level of interaction that I have with a child. I want to start with a common ground. We love to do things that are fun, don't you? I love ice cream, and you just start off with getting some common ground, and then you build from there. And so that's what the Happy Little Garbage Truck book is. It's building that common ground, um, developing the child's interest in what is happening with this little garbage truck. And then you can build from there the social skills that you want to develop. The most important one that this book focuses on is self-esteem, and that we can do a lot more than we think we can do. And if we build on those things that we know that we really enjoy, it actually helps us do other things that we may not know how to do very well. But that intention and attention is what helps us gain those skills. And I just read an article not long ago about how children just check out because there hasn't been the basic foundation of what they needed to excel in school. And my thought immediately was the basic foundation is self-esteem, knowing that you do have some skills and they can be increased and enhanced. So that's what this little book is about, enhancing the skills that the child already has. So we'll talk a little bit more about that, but I'm so happy that I got that video linked to this description box. Check it out, and please subscribe, please share, and I promise you I will be back. That was like my biggest I guess, challenge, as we're talking about challenges, is how do I link that video? I can't go back on until I have that video linked. Probably no one was as concerned as I was, but I just did my best. Is what I teach my children to do. Do your best and let's move on. And so the next video, the next segment that we'll have on this channel is looking at some of the tips and tools that helped me within the classroom that I hope will help you too, especially as school is starting. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please share, as I said, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.